Alright, what's up, everybody? Oops, I gotta pick my team quick. Shoot. Alright, I'll just take the Rockets. He's 34 and 37. Okay. Alright, let's do this.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
The defense can't slow Embiid on the drive. I mean, he's just got so much body mass and momentum. Hard to stop him.
Oh, come on, Fred. He left, okay. Wow, you really go back to the lobby quick. Jeez. Alright, well, I'm like 6 and 15 now. Alright. Now I have more time to pick. I can't even use the Rockets again if I wanted to. Victor, De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, let's use the Spurs. He's 55 and 61. He's using the Hawks. Oh, the Hawks logo looks kind of cool in this game. Oh, never mind. Now he's using the Warriors. Alright, let's change the uniforms. Oh, I like those. Use those. Ooh. Ooh. This is going to be interesting looking. Got a gray versus an orange.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action.
I guess he's...
This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. The fans are making noise here in San Francisco for their Warriors. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Now here's Curry. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Good on the triple.
And this is why Butler is so dangerous. He's not afraid to take any shot if he likes the angle.
Fox.
Oh, I got the rebound.
Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Now here's Curry. The quick look, no good that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Give me that.
Rejection by Wembanyama. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And they'll get another chance. Green, the screen. Curry wide open. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Wembanyama with it. Butler covering. A 3 from Barnes. Pajinski grabs the board. Here's Moody. Here he goes. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Oh, my.
Fox, no good. Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Pass to Barnes. Now, Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I'm not going to stop the play.
Outside Curry. Back to Butler. Curry with it. And here is Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Moody. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate. Curry on the wing. Still yet to score. And the shot goes in.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has...
Are we seriously letting Draymond Green block his shot?
Pass to Butler. Pajemski with it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on an 11-2 run. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Warriors leading by 8. Back to Pajemski. And Curry has it in the corner. Over Fox. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Nope.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Here's Fox. Can't get it to fall.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the need is just enough to keep him out of rhythm. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby.
I'm not going to shoot that.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Curry on the move. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Paul for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, it's Chris Paul.
Such a gifted one-on-one player. Paul has the confidence to pull up right in your face.
Curry outside. Curry! What else is new?
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to stand your ground. Had his feet set, took the hit, and got the call. That is a rugged defensive play.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Terrific assist.
God.
A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets help.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Pass to Castle. And he drives in. And the dunk by Sohan.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound San Antonio. Fox with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Barnes. Yep,
and
one goes in there.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw this game. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
They get it back. Vassell missed inside.
I should have just went in for the layup.
Warriors leading by 13.
It's kind of stupid of me.
That one goes in. Podziemski's got 6.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Paul with the steal. Pass to Castle. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Vassell wide open.
Dang.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Vassell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
And it's Butler missing.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Oh, he's trying to get a
San
shot
Antonio
off.
shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin,
I definitely came back in this game.
Conversion
I was down
rate
20
from
or
the free throw
5,
line,
and
so
now
that's
it's
a
33,
nice all-around
23. So
effort.
I scored
Well, you
18,
have
and
to
he scored like
appreciate
13.
a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Healed from outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Pajemski. Right side, Butler. Pocket 6. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 10. Nobody near Barnes. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Back to Curry. Here's Moody. And the wide open shot from Green. Taps in the tray. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free.
Oh, my God, he's wide open.
Curry can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 8. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 13 points.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that
Oh,
defense
no,
is
what am I doing?
really set.
And it's
We're
Butler
good.
missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making.
Oh, my God, my game just lagged.
Barnes can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 6.
Come on, De'Aaron, you
It's
should
Curry
have stole
outside.
that. You should have stole that, De'Aaron.
Good from the corner.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And here's Barnes for 3. Barnes with another miss. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 6. That's a 2 from Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Payton. And there's the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk. Spurs trail by 11. And Fox has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Here's the Warriors with the ball. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care.
Oh my God!
So it's all the same formula
Victor Wembanyama.
5 years ago.
Jesus.
Today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Payton's shot is off.
You saw that too?
Spurs trailed by
That was
11.
crazy.
Out to the wing. Launches a 3. Fox,
I
no
did
good.
flip that.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
And here is Curry. He's got 15.
Oh,
Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Barnes. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Now Podziemski. No good from outside.
oh.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And
A 14-point game. You're gonna lock in here.
there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist to this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout.
Not when,
And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Teams changing it up here. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team.
Who is this guy, bro?
He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when they're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this stats.
A three-pointer is right on target.
It's a
And the Warriors
19-point
lead by
game,
19.
bro.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense
17.
trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to post. Left side, Kuminga. Here's Spencer.
Oh,
They grabbed their own miss. On the wing, Payton.
yes.
Rebound by
Go,
Sohan.
go, go, go.
Spurs trailed by 17. Fox from outside.
Oh
And
my
Spencer pulls
God.
it down.
Are you serious, dude?
And maybe, he thinks he
Bro.
can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off
No
the
way,
break.
right?
Kuminga, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 17. Here's Post. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Fox with it. Now Green defending. Here's Vassell. Takes it off the glass.
Now, I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Bounce pass, Butler. Butler on the wing. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Outside Curry. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 21 in the game.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And
Celtics it is. See ya. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Outside McDaniels. No good on the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Great D that time from Porzingis. Tipped away. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Here's Holiday. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Conley. That one goes. Count it.
Right there, Conley working his magic inside. He is crafty near the rack.
Here's Tatum. There's the drive. And finished off by Tatum.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
3 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Randall on the screen. Back to Edwards. From deep, Conley. Boston pulls it in. Outside White. And he drives in. Here's Tatum. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards with it. Now guarded by White. Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. There's a minute 26 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Cornette. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Now Edwards. And down it goes. 2 points. Edwards has got 7.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And here's Brown for 3. He can't hit that time.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And that one good. 9 points in the game.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pritchard, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Edwards. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Cornette. Takes it inside.
Hey.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Horford, clearly one of the better passing bigs in the league, adds a nice wrinkle to his team's offense.
And here's Edwards outside. Hauser grabs the board. Right side Brown. With 1 on the clock.
Bang!
That concludes the first quarter of play. It's Minnesota up 5. And back in a moment as we'll get
15.
Good way to end the quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. The drive by Randall. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And he sinks the second. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Here is DiVincenzo. No points so far.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Right side Tatum. Pass to Horford. Back to Tatum. Launches a three. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Celtics trail by 3. Tatum way outside. No good. That would have tied it.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And so it's Minnesota with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Edwards. Oh, he cocks it back and throws it down. Right on Porzingis.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Outside, Brown. White for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards looking for an opening. Brown with the steal. Porzingis with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Lets it go. Misses off the left iron.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's Reed. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Celtics trail by 3. From the arc. And Tatum drills the 3.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
Edwards for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. And Boston has possession. White for 3. The shot won't fall. Minute 32 left in the second quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Edwards. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching. Well, he wanted to let us know that he's got some bounce to his game now. White rising up with ease to send that one home.
Here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Left side Porzingis. That one drops for him. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Looking smooth with that mid-range J. Kristaps Porzingis, not just a three-point bomber. It's that mid-range game, too.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still no points. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
White with it. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Boston out in front, leading by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Here's Holiday. Left side, Porzingis. Outside White. The 3. That shot off. The Timberwolves trail. From deep, Conley. Holiday grabs the miss.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
On the wing, Holiday. Up and over Conley. White for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the basket by Holiday. Holiday's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You know, Holiday is one of those rare guards who's as physical as any other player on the floor. Holiday busting it up inside.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Dillingham, no good. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. It's a one-point game. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Gobert, no good. Celtics lead by 3. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So two free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
So he gets them both. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The kick out to Conley. Pass to Dillingham. The 3 ball. Boston pulls it in. Takes the 3.
Oh.
Richard, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got his first points of the game. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. He gets himself to the line.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails both of them. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside, Alexander Walker. No, stopping him there.
And he got the
Jams
N1.
it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to 3-point play.
He'll miss.
That one on Tatum. Minnesota shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And here's Boston. Pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard. Tatum from long range. Boston, no good that time either.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Reed in the post. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's now only a 1-point Celtic lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Brown downhill.
Oh.
It's Brown on the wing. 3-pointer off the mark. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Right wing. For the lead. No good. It's a close game here in Boston. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
To the wing, right side. Reed in the post. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
All right, come on.
Jalen Brown picks
Nice.
one up.
Any play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he's good on the
Trying to get a
second.
shot off.
Here's Brown. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Celtics out in front, up by 2. And we'll have the start.
The Timberwolves, 32.
And a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it, picked up by Tatum. The ball's knocked loose. Outside Edwards. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Hauser can't get it to go. And here's Minnesota now. Strong drive by Edwards. Here's DiVincenzo. Tipped. Here's Pritchard. Outside Craig. Pass to Hauser. Shot clock at 5. Out to Horford. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I think he'll miss.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Reed. Gobert with it. Back to Reed. Shoots over Tatum. The offensive rebound. Reed, good.
Second chance
serious?
points are always
injuries.
painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. Did you say defense wins championships, guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. To the inside. In transition, here they come. And they take the lead.
What a nice burst. Randall changing ends like a guard that time.
Pass to White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 1. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
That's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Right side, Porzingis. Off target at the rim. Randall deciding where to go with it. He drops it from range.
I gotta lock in.
Now a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
To cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the...
Oh, Edwards with
it's a 6-point game
already.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
The drive by Tatum. And a missed layup.
Come on, Tatum.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. That one is off.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's Brown. Oh, clear the deck. Jaylen Brown.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Outside Edwards. Is up. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Wasted a lot of
Celtics
time now.
by 4. Pass to Tatum. And 1:01 left to the game. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, the breakaway! Edwards gets it done on the run.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Edwards. Shot from the inbound. For 3, Randall.
Nice. Get the rebound.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under
No,
pressure.
I didn't. I wanted him to move up
It's
a little bit.
never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys,
Miss.
like a heat check.
Nice. Come on.
Maybe a step
Come on,
out
just
of his
miss.
range.
Miss the next.
And he's able to
Okay,
hit
it's
the
fine.
second one.
Better
And
than
that
2.
puts him up 5. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Tatum
Oh
can't
my
hit.
God.
And I'm surprised that didn't
Come
go
on,
down. I mean,
Tatum.
I'm sure he is too.
And now they
Who's
decide
shooting?
to foul intentionally.
Yes.
And no good.
Oh.
As the first free throw
Hold on.
misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's off
No,
as
he
well,
can't.
so he misses both. So it's Boston now.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Oh, he's not making these. He is not making these.
He drops the first one.
Oh,
And
well.
that increases the lead to 6.
It's fine. If he can miss this, then I have a chance.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And an intentional foul right
Why
there.
are we fouling? There's 0.6 left in the game.
And Boston.
It's a waste of time, bro. I'm gonna end stream here. Thanks for watching. See you guys.